Hello again, hope you're all doing well. This video marks the 7-year anniversary of doing commentaries. It's come a long way, as you can see, and I thank you for the support because, well, this channel it's just a hobby. I actually make my bread doing appeals, believe it or not, and I think a couple of you might be aware of this. I also get residual checks for my blinking you'll miss it part in the recent Doctor Strange 2 movie.
Doctor Strange, you are now called before the Illuminati. Meet the coolest man alive, David Doctor.
Hello again, hope you're all doing well. I couldn't help myself, I'm sorry. All right, last video I said I would try to film a location, but in the end, it was just too much packed into a tiny schedule. I did this 12-mile kayak in the Hoover Dam, and the next day I kind of out of shape my way through a 10K on the Vegas Strip, so apologies I couldn't do that. But today is all about dissipation. And I have nearly a dozen decisions covered in the new cheat sheet. The link is in the description, and we got some doozies, such as, well, whether you can complain about a judge's ruling on dissipation if you decide to walk out on your trial and accuse the trial judge in your appellate brief of taking bribes.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Okay, so the answer on that one probably won't surprise you, but what if you hire your children to work on a farm, or you're taking out a loan for marital expenses, or refusing to rent out an unused rental unit? All these cases and a few more are addressed in that cheat sheet. Now, as lawyers, we all know dissipation is when the marriage has kind of just hit an explosion point. It's irretrievably broken down and one or both spouses decide to waste marital assets for non-marital purposes. Now, classically, we're thinking of like gifting or maybe even selling the marital home to, let's say, your brother for $1. But it can also happen if there's extreme negligence, like blowing the savings on seeing the Beatles' Love at the Mirage or eating at Hell's Kitchen. And yes, I am kicking myself for not filming a dissipation video in Vegas.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
But be that as it may, today's featured case asks whether a judge can sell a marital home to front-run potential dissipation. Now, we don't see a lot of facts in the opinion. We know the parties separated, the husband rents elsewhere, the wife lives in the marital home. At some point, the husband's ordered to pay a big pile of money of temporary support, presumably so the mortgage or property taxes will be paid. Then the wife kind of takes off to Poland ostensibly for medical treatment, but she won't come back. And based on the opinion, she's not even participating in discovery. So the husband goes to the judge and say, let's just sell this marital home. Now the opinion doesn't say why, but if you look at the court pleadings of the case, they indicate he was paying $15,000 a year in property taxes for this allegedly vacant home. So the judge says, well, I told her to appear by Zoom. She wasn't doing this. The asset's sitting vacant, so let's just sell it. Then, like a phoenix, the wife emerges from the ashes and says, "Stop right there! I gotta know right now!" Before we go any further, will you reconsider? That is classic Paradise by the Dashboard Light. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Anyways, judge says no. The wife appeals that decision. The appellate court reverses. And the appellate court holds that although Section 501 allows the court to liquidate marital assets while a divorce is pending, it can only do so really in extraordinary circumstances, like irreversible damage if it isn't sold, not just financial inconvenience, because the appellate court references foreclosure proceedings as an appropriate reason. So if she's not paying the mortgage or the car note, maybe you can ask the judge to sell it, but if the mortgage/Illinois property taxes are murdering you, well, welcome to the party. And so now we know the limits of Section 501.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Anyways, that's all I have for today's edition. I haven't figured out April's topic, but you're always welcome to email me with suggestions. And once I kind of figure out what I'm figuring out, subscribers, you will get first dibs. So hopefully you know what to do at this point. For everybody else, until then, and as always, thanks for watching.